Hi Aquarius, and welcome to your Aries Full Moon Tarot reading. The Aries Full Moon is happening on October 13th, so this tarot reading will go from October 13th to November 11th when we have, or 11th or 12th, around the time we have the Taurus Full Moon. Okay, Aquarius, let's pull a card and see what's happening for you guys, what's manifesting in a positive sense, because there is always a manifestation with every full moon. This is a very powerful transformational time for everybody. Okay. Ooh, the hedge. Aquarius, finally, it's like there is some boundary, some distance being put between you and something that is really troublesome or bothersome for you, because the hedge is all about boundaries and protection, and that's what's coming in for you. That is what is positively manifesting for Aquariuses. So, where is that in your life, Aquarius? Where do you feel like, you're being pushed against or intruded upon? Because that's now, like, that's dissipating out of your life. It's not going to bother you and challenge you anymore. This could be, and I'm just going to give examples to help you better understand. So, like, let's just say you're at a job and you work with like some seriously oppressive coworkers. The environment just sucks, and you constantly feel like you have to shield yourself from all this crazy energy. Well, now it's something is shifting and new opportunities opening up to where you are no longer going to be in that type of situation. You're moving into something better, okay? And it doesn't just have to be job. Like, this could be in any area of your life where it's like the environment and energies around you is really heavy and toxic, and you no longer need to walk in that. Like, there was something to be gained and learned through the experience, but it's done, you're there, and now it's time to rise up out of it and have the protection and the boundary so it doesn't touch you anymore. So that's very positive. It's a nice shift of energy. Now, Aquarius, I'm going to pull a card to look at, what shadow energy you may be overcoming with this Aries full moon, or what your guides would like to bring your attention to for you to work on to really help you move forward at a much faster pace than you have been. We have alone in the world. So Capricorn also received this, Aquarius, and this right here is where you are really feeling like nobody cares, nobody understands. It's like everything is on your own back. You can't trust anybody. You're there for people, but then when you need help, it's like they're nowhere to be found. That's what this energy is. And so, with the hedge, this is highly favored that you're finally coming out of this energy rather than needing to work on it, okay? And so, Aquarius, you're no longer going to be feeling alone in this world. Something's shifting and changing for you guys, where maybe you're getting, a new friend, new companion. Your environment's changing somehow, some way, and you feel like you fit in, you feel like you belong, you feel connected, whereas you haven't been feeling that. So let's pull some astrology cards to see, this from an energetic perspective or from a karmic perspective. Sagittarius, the voyage, very nice. Aquarius, Sagittarius is the ruler of the ninth house, and ninth house energy is all about like higher spirituality, higher learning, long voyages and travel. So some of you, it could be that you are about to go on a very long vacation, and it's going to be blessed, and you're going to be recharged and renewed, and a lot's going to be restored within you. And from that point, just what you gain over this extended travel, it's going to give you the answers, the solution, the healing, the courage, whatever it is that you need to move forward or make some sort of choice that you've been kind of hung up on, all right? Others of you, this is talking more about like the higher understanding, your consciousness, the expansion of that, based on everything you've been through, and you've completed a cycle, you've completed your lessons, you've resolved the karma, and now you're rising up Aquarius, and in that space it's just, you're very wise. It's a wise perspective on everything, and in that space you also realize why you've had to walk some of your journey alone, or why you've felt really disconnected and separated from people from a spiritual sense. It's not from the human perspective. Next is sextile opportunity. And this says, you know, a collaborations, assists, explains, provides, you know, things really coming together. That sits over here with alone in the world. So Aquarius, again, this has been the energy that you've been struggling against to overcome. And, you know, if this had any sort of karmic attachment, you've definitely resolved it at this point. And it's time for you to no longer feel oppressed by negative toxic energy around you, and it's also time for you to feel as though you can be vulnerable and truly connect and bond with others. Like, that's the biggest message coming through. So let's pull a card to see which door you are about to walk through. Insight, magical tool, writing, star crafting. So your stars are aligning, Aquarius, and you are going to walk through this door. But notice this, like, wise sage, this mystic sitting on the card. That's what you are. That's what you are coming into based on everything you've been through, Aquarius. And that's why your environment's changing. Like, the whole landscape of something is being torn down, and you're elevating into new energy that is far more spiritual, kind, and gentle, and in alignment with who you are now after everything that you've been through. And your connections are far more spiritually based in this energy, in this growth that you have achieved. So let's pull some tarot and dig deeper into all of this, Aquarius. So we have the Queen of Swords. Ooh, we've got the Sun. There it is. There's the healing. There's the enlightenment. There's the elevation. Everything. The Sun is the most positive card of the deck. Now, ooh, the Five of Wands. It's hard for me to get that out. Aquarius, this is like internal conflict and, you know, not really being able to decide on any one thing, where you're just kind of back and forth about stuff, but that's coming to an end. All right. The Sun, it sits right next to the Sun. And, you know, here's the Queen of Swords, which is the depiction of your energy. And, you know, feeling alone in the world, that has a lot to do with your sacral chakra, because your sacral is your feeling center. It's your empathy, your sensitivity, your passion, your creativity, your sexuality, all of it. And so when we're really emotionally wounded, we're feeling alone in the world, like, we have a tendency to close that center down a bit. And I think that's what's happened within you guys, but that's all changing now, Aquarius. Now we have the Hermit coming through, which that's you, you know, being alone, feeling like nobody understands, or like you just can't connect. You've got to protect yourself type of energy. And the Ten of Swords, yeah, really feeling screwed over, some of you, in that toxic environment, toxic energy that I'm picking up on, that some of you have been dealing with. Aquarius, the Sun is coming out on these energies where we're confused, we're in conflict within, we feel alone, nobody understands, you know, and this is more than just like some situation or fleeting energy, Aquarius. This feels like something you've been dealing with all year, and there's big shift and transformation, and you've been carrying a lot on your own, and you've felt very rejected, very stabbed in the back, like a lot has not been fair with the way this has worked out, okay? But the healing the understanding is now coming in, and things are really shifting and changing, and you're being pulled out of these situations, this toxic energy. And what's interesting is Sagittarius as well as Capricorn had a very similar message. You have Sagittarius card here. You also have the same exact card Capricorn received. So Aquarius, if you are a rising Capricorn or Sagittarius, or moon Sagittarius or Capricorn, recommend you checking those out. Even if you have no relation, I mean, the messages are so similar that you know, you may get some insight through those readings as well. But there's a major shift taking place for you, Aquarius, and the sun is coming out. Healing is coming in, restoration. You are wise, you are grown from everything that you have been through, and the hedge is like pushing out the negative energy, which is allowing the positive energy within you and positive connections in your life to thrive and become strong and closer. And some of you, this could be, you know, new connections and relationships finally coming into your life that are spiritually based, that you can count on. So let's pull a few more tarot cards for clarity. Eight of Pentacles under this Queen of Swords, and that's you, Aquarius. And here you have learned and you have grown. That's what the Eight of Pentacles is all about. Under the Sun, we have the Six of Swords. Yes, you are finally moving into smoother waters, both emotionally, mentally, as well as in physical reality. Under this Five of Wands, we have the Two of Swords. This here is where, you know, we're really blocking things out, denying ourselves, and that's coming to an end, Aquarius. It's like your feelings are now going to become very significant to you, and if it doesn't honor you and respect you, then you're not going to have an issue walking away from it, situation or relationship. Under this Hermit, we have the Empress, and here is that energy where you are birthing something new from all your travels and experiences on your own, and it's time for abundance and fertility to come into your life, as well as very nurturing connections. And lastly, we have the Queen of Cups under this Ten of Swords. This could indicate a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. And, you know, just because this is general, this could be a reading, this could be talking about a water sign that's caused a lot of this conflict for you. And, you know, it's like you're going to see what they did to you is going to also happen to them, all right? Or for some of you, it could be this water sign is the person that you are going to really connect to and bond with, whether it's friend, spiritual companion, mentor, or romance. It could come through anyway. This person may be the one that's really going to help heal this wound and allow you to feel safe and vulnerable once again, and let your guard down and trust spirit to protect you from all that which that comes towards you to harm you. Because when you're vibrating up here and, you know, something down here is coming at you, it will never reach you, Aquarius. All right, so those are your messages. I'm wishing you all the best. Take care.